succede perché il padre non è che mi rende non mi va di. Jo he tomat hermanita.
Em puedo deixar cap allà.
Plorar. ¿Podemos aquí?
Ah, sí?
Hombre, cariño, voy a
On vive
embotellar.
seu padre? On vive seu creus?
Escolta, que estàs content?
O que si estic content.
Tot tancat, ningú. Està tan trist, tot.
Com estàs, Panorama, aquesta setmana i això? Igual.
Sí, igual.
No,
sí, els mateixos confinaments.
A Barcelona estan...
Toques de queda, sí.
Toque de queda.
Per baixar d'Andorra me varen demanar documents.
Ah, sí?
Sí. No, molt controlat. Cosa que agraeix, que si estem allà, que per lo menos hi hagi un poc de control.
This is you that go in front. Or change with you. No. What were asleep? Ciccio. Dove? Qui. Quindi cosa fate? Ok, 11:30. We can start. Ken-san?
Yes, please.
Ago?
Giovedì si arriva in pista e si cominciano i primi meeting per parlare di qual è il setup per la gara, qual è stato il problema della gara precedente.
We have many meetings so we can discuss what we're going to do, the bike setting, the engine plan.
We start, as usual, first we share a little bit the result of the first race in Valencia.
Is it okay if we start, Ken-san?
Yes, please.
Okay, before we discuss this weekend, then we'll just have a little bit of a review from the last weekend.
Just a recap of the last race about tires. So both riders use medium front and medium rear. In terms of, let's say, degradation, you see that Alex on the front left degraded a little bit more, while John on the rear left degraded a little bit more than Alex.
Mir up the inside of Nakagami at turn 6. The fast starting Mir then onto the podium places already. Rins is having a look. Here he is. He's up the inside of Polis. Brilliant work. He leads this Grand Prix.
From the pumping side, the level of pumping between the two riders is quite similar. Just a tendency that is what we see quite all the races is that John stay more time on the pumping.
Here comes Mir. He's on the inside. Same move as what Alex Rins pulled off. It's a Suzuki 1-2.
In terms of temperature, as Francesco showed before, is interesting. So let's say when Joan was behind Alex, so first part of the race, let's say he had a faster warm-up.
Mir is really close to Rins on this lap, Matt. Really close. Is there a move coming here from Joan Mir? This is as close as he has been all race long so far.
Then the rider approached the corner 9 different way. So Joan maybe brake a little bit more, exited from 8 to be faster on 9-10. So he was fastest on change direction, while Alex was slower.
When John overtook Alex, let's say there is a change of trend, so Alex had higher temperatures and John starts to degrees.
And it's happened! He's made the move. It's happened! Turn 11 leads! 11 laps to go at turn 11.
When Joan overtakes Alex, the pressure on the front goes down, opposite for Alex. And this is also interesting because also in the disc temperature we see the similar tendencies.
He was losing a little bit enough to lose Mir when Mir put these 2-3 qualifying laps after the mistake of Alex.
Un pilota al suo secondo anno di MotoGP, così giovane, che ha l'occasione di vincere un mondiale, con 14 punti di vantaggio, non pensa ad amministrare o guardare gli altri, non pensa che potrebbe sprecare tutto, ma pensa come vincere la sua prima gara, secondo me è stata una conferma della sua forza, ¿no? Della sua forza mentale.
Creo que fue el punto clave Valencia 1, ¿no? Porque está claro que no habíamos ganado todavía una carrera, ¿no? Y es algo que tenía entre ceja y ceja. También llegó en el momento decisivo, cuando los otros rivales pues de alguna manera fallaron y yo pues es lo que hemos dicho muchas veces, ¿no? Que la presión pues me ayudaba a dar algo más de mí cuando igual a los demás el año pasado pues les restaba.
Okay, we see situation because this race I expect more contenders because second race for sure Nakagami had a good pace and usually the second race is fast. I expect Yamaha's do a step, so we keep monitoring the situation and we work on our side to make an improvement.
Regarding the tyres this weekend, the plan is quite clear. Regarding the front, we have to use the hard front tyre. Of course, we only have 4 in the allocation. We have to be careful because 2 are preheated. But anyway, later we show the plan for the tyres in the weekend.
Wow, okay.
Siri le conosce.
Siri le conosce.
Siri fanno giapponese. How is it today to forecast?
Siri, can you give me forecast?
Hey Siri.
Hey Siri, forecast.
No, stop.
Yes.
Starting in the afternoon. Temperatures are heading down from 19 degrees to 13 tonight.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Okay, we finished the meeting. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So thank you very much for joining another meeting. Now we're coming close and close to the first race, we hope. I mean, we had a few meetings with IRTA, all the teams, and also with Dorna. And they've been working quite hard because you can imagine in order to restart the championship is not easy in this situation. So now we have a new calendar, which everybody has seen last week. And the first race planned for Jerez, 19th of July. We discussed mainly about the test, the COVID coronavirus test to be done before to go Jerez. We are forced to have a limited number of people. So once you arrive in Jerez and you enter into the circuit, then we are under kind of a bubble. So we have to stay only between us. We only allow to stay at the circuit, all the team together. Let's say team is like a family. It's like now you are with your family at home. We will start keeping the mask, and also we buy the mask, we buy the face shields, we buy the gloves, we have a hand sanitizer, we're ready with everything. So we are only allowed to go from circuit to hotel, and from hotel to circuit. We're not allowed to go out for dinner, for instance, in a restaurant. Before to arrive to Jerez, everybody has to do the 2 tests, the PCR test, the tampone is called in Italy, and the serological test. Of course, there's no public. There will only be the team staff and the TV crew. So many things, to be honest, we have to discover. Many things are a little bit unclear.
No sabíamos muy bien cuando íbamos a retomar el campeonato, cuando esto iba a empezar, cómo iban a ser las carreras. No sabíamos nada, ¿no? Tuve un poco la salvación de tener el gimnasio aquí en casa y poder entrenar y estar motivado para dar el 100% y tener algo que hacer por las mañanas. El trabajo que pude hacer también en el confinamiento fue muy bueno, no perdí tiempo, ¿no? que era lo que tenía en la cabeza, ¿no? En un momento de locura me hice como un circuito en el garaje.
Communication の取り方とかやはり難しくなったところもあったり、そこは、なるべく、いろんな手段を使ってコミュニケーションを継続しようと努力しました。
はい、まあ確かにコミュニケーションを取るのは難しくなりました。だけどこちらサーキットに来ている日本人と、テクニカルマネージャーのケン川内と川内さんとコミュニケーションを毎日取るようにして、情報をお互いに、絶やさないで流し合っていました。
Esto fue un poco de menos a más, ¿no? Cuando empezamos a ver pilotos que se habían quedado fuera y tal, pues ahí todo seguramente se convirtió en el rival número uno, ¿no? El COVID. Y fue muy difícil, pero no solo para mí, también para la gente de mi entorno, porque era tan importante que yo lo hiciera bien como ellos.
Any point during the year, it's been very stressful. I think the PCR test when you get the result on Tuesday is probably the most nerve-wracking. All the guys, the mechanics, we were all texting at 6 o'clock in the morning when the message arrives, it was like negative. It was like a relief.
Valencia 2 era el primer match ball. La primera vez que tuve un match ball fue en Moto 3 y el primer match ball fue en Japón, entonces fallé. Lo tenía en la cabeza, ¿no? No quería fallar. Era un fin de semana especial en el que me podía proclamar campeón del mundo.
There was that feeling of, wow, you're really close to achieving something great. Wasn't really discussed, but you get that atmosphere. It's sort of on the edge of everybody's lips.
C'era un po' di tensione nella squadra perché sapevamo che c'era una posta molto importante in gioco. Si capiva che lì poteva succedere qualcosa di importante.
Y sí que había muchísima tensión, se intentaba disimular, pero era como todo... no se hacían las mismas bromas que se hacen cualquier fin de semana.
El que estaba más tranquilo de todos era Joan. Era curioso porque nos transmitía como mucha paz a todos, ¿no?
Teníamos más focos, más atención, éramos más el centro de atención, entonces bueno, eso ya te conlleva una situación un poco más estresante.
¿Tú te has quedado aquí?
Sí.
¿Qué tal, tío?
Barato, bajato. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Lleva pantalón largo? ¿Qué problema hay?
Que han pedido que no sea pantalones de entrenamiento.
Bueno, pero es un pantalón de chándal que no está mal y se parece mucho al de Suzuki también. Yo no le he dicho nada porque va correcto.
Sí, ¿tú piensas que va correcto?
Yo sí. Sí, tú. Exacto. Ok.
¿Dónde están los nombres?
Tú estás allá, pues.
¿Sí?
Sí.
Y nada, flipa, el sol se lo come todo. Hemos ido a Tristaina, casi arriba del todo, nada. Ya.
Venga.
¿Qué te pasó?
Y hostia, se va largo y digo, a ver si no vuelve y entro.
Y tocaste un poquito y...
¿Qué tal, tío? Y estaba así y pam. Pero bueno.
Joan.
¿Todo bien?
Felicidades, tío.
Sí, es verdad.
Asegurar, que ya lo tienes, Enhorabuena.
Felicidades, tío.
Well, I feel great, honestly. It's a special weekend because we have the first match ball, so means that we did a great job during the season. Like you said, we have a good advantage on points, but it's not for sure it's not done.
Joan and Alex, they are riding sweet. The last weekend for me, I was all the race behind them on the limit, and they didn't look on the limit. I mean, they were riding perfectly.
What is clear is that at the moment is the bike to beat, because both riders are really fast.
They make a really good group. And team, that's what they are making now the difference.
The work we did on the past these previous years means a lot. No, now looks like we are taking the fruit from the tree. No, so this is very nice, and for sure to get the triple crown.
Joan tiene dos maneras de ser. Una que es cuando en lo tema profesional, que al final si tú quieres llegar arriba del todo y a tener grandes resultados, pues hay que estar muy centrado y muy pendiente y muy estructurado en lo que es tu profesión.
He's just a normal guy and fits so well with how we are as also a people, and I think we can just be normal and open rather than treat him as a world champion, which he is. He's just a down-to-earth guy.
Y luego hay una parte de Joan que es muy buena persona, muy gracioso, muy bromista.
Bueno, Alex, ya hicimos todos los meetings del día, así que vamos a hacer un repaso de la carrera del domingo, ver dónde tuvimos el gap por ahí para ganar algo más. Y nada, intentaremos construir una victoria para el domingo e intentar tener un cachitín de suerte para llevar el mundial abierto hasta Portimao, ¿vale? Nosotros intentaremos hacer nuestra parte.
Nos reunimos con Manu para poner en común, ¿no?, cosas que han pasado el fin de semana anterior, sean buenas o sean malas, y la verdad que nos sirve mucho, ¿no?, porque nos damos cuenta un poco a ver dónde hemos fallado, dónde nos falta un poco. Entonces, para mí aquí empieza el fin de semana de carreras.
We do corner by corner. The first thing is turn one. We can see the second part of the braking is better, but still we miss something. The second corner, we need to do some, again, you don't think it's an engine brake or anything?
No, I felt in that part the front moving a lot. If I brake earlier, I will brake less on the first part, but then at the end, the problem will be the same.
You see with you can see with the front pressure. You see the point where you just.
I need to move to release the front brake.
Okay. So we need to use the hard. Then the exit of 5 to 6. We miss a little bit of speed.
See.
Exactly. Now then, there's two options we have here. One is we can control a little bit the spin. The second thing is it the spin that stops you reaching full throttle?
Sí.
It's not a wheelie because there's two bumps.
No.
Is the spin.
Sí.
So if we control the spin, the power is okay, or you need more?
No, I don't need more.
You don't need more?
Probably there's too much.
And another thing, the bike is turning well in that corner, or you need to turn with gas?
No, I don't need to turn with gas.
The next one is similar, not as bad. But we have one light peak of spin, just as you touch 100%. Okay. This is something you can manage, or we need to do something?
I can manage.
Okay.
I think that I don't like to move a lot of power in that corner. I prefer to have it on the hand.
In the hand if you need.
It's better.
Okay.
No? When I put fifth, you think is we can do a bit more power? No.
You don't lose anything.
I don't lose.
If anything, you gain, because we are slower in this area. Third, fourth.
Why?
Because
there's one moment that I feel that I don't have a lot of power. Maybe that moment.
I can give you a little bit more, but look at the RPM. Basically, Alex going a little bit fast. I mean, with a little bit more power, a little bit faster, but you lose the rear because there's too much power. When
vale.
You see the difference here? Fifth gear.
Sí.
For me, this is a good. Then, entry into turn 8.
I change the map super fast because I feel that we start with too much engine brake. Mainly, well, in turn 8, there was a lot of engine brake that I didn't need it.
You were very fast on 9-10, entry of 11 very good, but then we lose a little bit on the exit.
We miss a little bit. We're very similar to Alex, but compared to some of the competitors, maybe we miss a little bit of acceleration.
We entry fast on 11 for sure.
Yes.
There, I think that I need more engine brake. To stop the bike a bit more.
In 11?
Yes.
The question for me is the torque you use on the exit, second and third, is too flat or is enough? You have any wheelies or?
I don't have wheelie.
No wheelie?
No. The important is in third gear to have the front on the ground. To make the 12.
It's all about the exit speed because it doesn't matter what you open.
Yeah, that. Well,
you don't. Once
in
you
that
try,
case they gain, eh?
Exactly. But it's because of the initial speed, the change of direction and the speed that you go through. Change of direction and then the exit.
Change of direction, okay. What I was able to study during the race with Paul, with Alex, the others I don't know, but in that part, not bad.
I think a little bit of spin, because I saw you do it sometimes, is like you square a little bit off the last corner, so you point more direct, and then when you brake, you're more upright. Alex brakes quite on angle, I see. I think this is why sometimes I noticed he would go a little bit wider, but brake on a more angle, and then when you go through the last corner, he has like a bit of a run. But the last corner anyway is the same for me. We have a little bit loose, as in we allow the bike to slide, but maybe too much. And this causes us to lose a little bit of an acceleration.
Tenía ganas de saber cómo me encontraría. Lo que también está claro es que venía de un fin de semana, venía de ganar, ¿no? Entonces mal no nos podía ir. Veníamos de ganar, la moto sabíamos que funcionaba, lo teníamos bastante bien para proclamarnos campeones en esa carrera y todo pintaba muy bien, pero en el deporte todo se puede girar muy rápido.
Change the front, medium front.